Good morning, everybody. Morning for me. I don't know what time for you. Oops. All right, there we go. I think we're gonna hop right into it. Political notebook time, which I promised last time, but I didn't get it done. These are some great trading cards I found. I sent out, got signed by them all. You have all sorts of stuff. Those were candidates, I think. So I get signatures on those. Here is signed business cards I asked for. One's falling out. There you go. And Anna Kissinger signed on the back. These are tiring from politics. Selection. Okay, here we go. Strom Thurmond, Jesse Helms, Sandra Day O'Connor, and Gerald Ford. Back when days before presidents had auto pens. John Glenn, Jean Kirkpatrick, Phil Crane, and Joe Biden when he was senator. So I got presidential autograph, a real one, back when he was senator. Cyrus Vance, Michael Dukakis, Mike Fowler, and Ann Richards. A lot of the political were real old. I got them when I was younger. Tom Foley, Dianne Feinstein, early in her career, J. Rockefeller IV, and Paul Simon. Paul was a Illinois state senator, known for his bow ties. So I got him. Barbara Boxer, Carol Moseley Braun, Illinois person, Jerry Brown, and James Stockdale, who's the running mate of Ross Perot, for president. You might remember him. He's our first millionaire ran for president. I think he came in third. Tommy Thompson, Wisconsin, Margaret Truman, Gary Hart, and Bill Bonnett. Perot, I think, didn't get elected because he talked about raising gas taxes huge. And he did a little PowerPoint. He bought a half hour of TV time and did a PowerPoint about how low gas taxes we pay. Sonny Bono, killed unfortunate skiing accident. Jack Kemp, Elizabeth Dole, and Steve Largent. So, you say you're going to raise people's taxes, you don't get elected. But he spoke the truth. Henry Kissinger. That's it for the index cards. Now, I'm going to show you all these pictures. Some are older. I haven't gone through this now that I'm more experienced on autographs, so some of these may be auto pen. And so, if they are, I'll catch them eventually, but right now, they're still in here. This one is an auction win. So, there is, what is it? Oh man, I forgot her name. Marilyn Albright. Bill Weld. And on the back, I got Bill Weld's card. And I also have J. Edgar Hoover and Clyde Tolson bought at auction. So, two of my auction buys early in my collecting debut. Kirk Fordice, Ben Nightingale, and on the back I have, and let's see here. Oh, Sally Nonzuto. Give a Oriental sound, but it's actually President of Finland. And that's one I'd say could be out of Penn. And then Amy McGrath, she ran for senator. Tried at one point getting senatorial candidates. So I think I'll do that again. Email them for the senatorial candidates. Gary Herbert, Governor of Utah. Paul LePage, Governor of Maine. That was my time when I emailed all the governors. Lynn Martin, Illinois person. Henry McMaster, Governor of South Carolina. Said email to all their places. Dick Durbin, offices, whatever, and so if I can get an autograph. Ann Richards. Some came back out of Penn. Some pre-printed. Some questionable. Frank Walter Steimer, President of Germany. And Elke Beinbender, German judge and the spouse of the German president. Okay, this next one, I know this is preprint. This is Angela Merkel, Prime Minister of Germany. I just kept it. And German Minister of Finance, Hans Eichel. I obviously found a German site that was ripe with their addresses, so I went and did them all. Norway Minister of Education and Research, Guri Melby. And President of Austria, which is a preprint, Arthur. It might be a American citizen. Alexander van der Bellen. So, this is the Governor General of Jamaica. Now, this gave me hope because the guy had a stamp and a place for signature. And then Scott Moe, President Saskatchewan. Governor J.P. Pritzker up for re-election. There's a lot of people campaigning against him. Beto O'Rourke, Mark Udall, and Matt Ederson, President of Finland. And on the back, they wrote, "This item not for sale." So, makes me believe that's a real one. Ugh. My back's hurting. John Kerry, Milo Zeman, President of Czech Republic, and we got Oliver Page. Pack. Howard Dean, John Harrington, I signed on the back. Ben Nelson, Christie, Robert Kruger. Robert signed very dark black. Once done research this, since person I found, these two were buried. So we got Charles Rob, and Linda Robb. Charles Robb and Linda Robb. Got their wedding picture. And then Alan Greenspan, financial. John Hyland, awful my favorite shows, The Circus, on Showtime, political show. Bobby Jindal, thought he was presidential candidate one time, but didn't have it. And it was Olympia Summer. You got it right in that one. I got it without the who's it's from. Here's some you've been seeing if you've watched my videos lately. Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Michael Mueller. He's a senator from Germany. And Gregor Gysi, who's also center. There's three, I think, for recent. Sean Spicer, Roger Stone, and Mark Meadows. All Trump's people. No political comments. Gary Hart, Amy Carter, and Adam Kinzinger. That's it for smaller pictures. Here is a note from, it says, all the best to my friend Brian Whitaker from Mark Udall. He was getting 20. And then here is Paul Wisselin of the Netherlands, Weervenaz. And I'm not sure, he's got the political parties at the bottom there. Here is Trudeau, who I know is a auto pen, but I put it in there anyway. And we got Zuzana Kaptua, president of Slavia. I assume it is President Slavia Republic. Just a very nice postcard from her. Here is Prince Stefan Leopold Zublippe of Lippe, Germany. The town must be named for him as relatives, his descendants. Governor of Alabama, Richard Shelby. Shelby. Another governor, Greg Abbott, the great state of Texas. Political comments not needed. Some older mayor collection, Richard M. Daley. Mayor. My mother got this one for me, so supposedly it's authentic. Don't know, but it's in my collection once or less. You know, what do we know? Do we know if Grass will get back TTMR authentic? Oh. Here's David Dinkins, mayor of New York. He died recently. I just got my old address and a letter from him saying, here it is. It was gotten back in 1993. It's 1993 he signed that. This one I do know is auto pen, but I got it anyway. I didn't get it through the mail. I got it when I was a bus driver, traveling all different places. We went to, I believe it was Carter's Presidential Museum. There's a part, and there's a picture of all of them all together. But it's not signed, it's preprint, but I kept it anyway. Gerald Ford, I think I was original. Signature. President Gerald Ford. Back when presidents did sign. This gentleman just stopped signing. I read or heard President Jimmy Carter, and I got Rosalind Carter to sign also. So I have the whole family. Because you saw Amy Carter a little earlier in this video. Preprint, Ronnie Reagan. The preprints I keep because they're going to be historically, number 50 years, not many people are going to have them. George Bush and Barbara Bush, because everybody threw out preprints in the day, and they got them. Al Gore. Yeah, this looks like preprint too. I just realized they didn't get Clinton. all this. Of course, Vice President. Here's Dan Quayle, another Vice President. George Mitchell. This is not alphabetical either. Oh, Barbara Boxer. I think what I did was I put presidents first, and then I went alphabetical. At least it sounds good. Sonny Bono, as I mentioned earlier, tragically killed by a skiing accident. He unfortunately skied into a tree. Don't know the exacts of it. Carol Moseley Braun. She ran for, I think, governor. She was a senator. Paul Coverdale. I believe he was Iowa. Does it say? Doesn't say. I believe he was an Iowa senator. The man who I always confused, and I always thought it was a picture of Martin Mull, but it's not. It's Bob Dorfman. See his picture there. Doesn't look a little like Martin Mull there in that picture. Dianne Feinstein is a big, just young picture. Big difference from now. Marvis Foley. Now this is in here because he was a senator also, but he was also a NASA astronaut. Jake Garn. And I got this actually when he was senator in Utah. Upstairs. So, he's got the little senator card in there. Phil Graham from Texas. Tom Harkin from Iowa. Orrin Hatch, Utah. The infamous, or I call him, is Jesse Helms. I think he was proven to be a racist, I think was his thing. But Ted Kennedy. Not the baseball player, but Connie Mack. Here's one that looks a little like Adam West. Chris Murphy. Sam Nunn, Georgia. Bob Packwood, he had another scandal as far as I can remember. Can't remember exactly what his scandal was. Jay Rockefeller. Paul Simon, picture. There you can see his famous bow tie there. Always wore bow ties. Al Simpson. Phil Crane. He was a Illinois person. Dick Cheney. My left arm's getting tired, so I had to go righty. Colin Powell. There's a little signature, his picture. This was 1993. Got a letter back. Dear Mr. Whitaker, thank you for your recent letter. General Powell has asked me to respond on his behalf. Because of the volume of mail the chairman receives, he must limit autographs to one per request. Enclosed is one autograph photos that you requested. H.L. Sheffield, Captain, U.S. Navy Secretary of Joint Chiefs. So, got that one. Colin Powell. And I got him recently, too. James Baker. Actually, has the photo. People made the photo. Here's one I got originally. Clarence Thomas. In the letter, Dear Brian, Justice Thomas asked me to convey his thanks to you for your recent letter. Pursuant to your request, I am pleased to enclose 2 autograph copies of his official photo. Dorothy Berry, Secretary to Justice Thomas. Here's on Supreme Court letterhead. So. Here is Floyd Benson. And on the back, got George Stephanopoulos. George Stephanopoulos. He was might want to see, previous to his broadcasting career, he was a press secretary, I believe, for Clinton. But he was involved in getting Clinton elected. There's a great movie, Netflix or anything probably, called The War Room, and it's really funny. If you like political stuff, it's not funny, but it follows Clinton's campaign and how he didn't have a chance, and then they slowly got a chance and stuff. And there's one scene that sticks out. They all go out to dinner afterwards. It was Stephanopoulos, James Carville, a few others, and lady comes up there like a bar pub type place, and she says, here's our specials, blah blah blah, and tonight we have Bush on tap. And Carville's like, no, don't say that around us. Because he ran against Bush, of course. Here is Warren Christopher. Got his biography, enclosed his biography. There is the local one, the Cook County State's Attorney, Jack O'Malley. And got a letter from him. Also enclosed a copy. Always happy to oblige fan. I have enclosed an autograph photo as you requested. I have also enclosed a copy of the State's Attorney's Office 1993 anti-drug poster campaign. The messages conveyed in it are strong and clear. Thanks for your letter and kind comments. And there you go. Jack O'Malley. So there you go. It's Tommy Thompson. I guess, yeah. Here's the former governor of Alabama, Kay Ivey. Here is auction by April 1975, proclamation by Richard J. Daley. That was President Mayor Daley's father, the original, what's referred to in Chicago as the Daley Machine. He created the Daley Machine, which is a political party. Basically, he took over the Democratic Party, made it his own. He had things in Chicago. If you want to get something done, you had to see one of Daley's people, one of Daley's machines. Here's another one, John Dingell. He was president. He was a member of Congress, also in 1975. Autograph letter. Daley, of course, was known for during the riots. He's famous. He was never a good speaker, but he had a famous quote that said, he was talking about the police taking down the rioters, and he said, the police are not here. The police are not here to cause disorder. The police are here to preserve disorder. Needless to say, that's not what he meant to say. President Harry Truman. Signed letter. I got it at auction. There's a signature. So, talking about someone Christmas card. Here's one. This is the fan's broken. But we went to Plains, Georgia when I was a child. In fact, it stayed on back July 5th, 1979. And went to this antique shop there, Hugh Carter's Antiques. But as with most of the Carter family, because Billy, his brother, made lots of money off Billy Beer, President's brother. And Hugh Carter advertised home with, he put home with Jimmy Carter, but he was Jimmy's first cousin and senator. I think he was state senator. There you go. And then, last but not least, also sold in a gift shop was Amy Carter's, Hugh Carter's Antiques. Got a price tag on here, $1.25. This was 1983, May of 1983. Amy Carter's signed coloring book. There's Amy's signature. So, that closes our little walk down with the Carter family history. But that closes our political notebook. I hope you enjoyed that. No political comments, unfortunately, because this is not a place for it. But I hope you enjoy it, and hopefully get some more done here soon. And every Wednesday, we're shooting for every Wednesday having a different notebook put in video. And every Friday, stay tuned for my what came in the mailbox video, which could be any combination of patches, first responders, security, TTMs through the mail address, which is what you're watching this video for, and maybe some fan packs. We're going to try and get the fan packs again. So, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe, like, tell your friends about it. But, in the meantime, hope your mailboxes are full.